Have you ever woken up from a dream and just thought, what on earth was that all about? Well, today we are pulling back the curtain on those bizarre nightly movies. And no, we're not talking about old school, mystical dream dictionaries. We're diving into a new scientific way of looking at what your brain is actually doing up there while you're asleep. And it all kicks off with one very simple question.
It's the question we've all asked, right? One minute you're flying, the next you're back in high school, except you're also somehow your current age, and maybe your teeth are falling out for good measure. The whole thing just feels so chaotic and random. But what if I told you that according to a new scientific model, it's not random at all?
Think about it like this. Your brain is a lot like a computer that's been running all day long. It needs to shut down the non-essential programs, run some maintenance, and get ready for the next day. Well, that's pretty much what dreaming is. It's not just a bunch of random noise. It's a real, functional, and totally purposeful process that happens every single night.
Think of everything your brain deals with in a day. You're hit with a ton of information, a ton of stress, a lot of emotional baggage. So at night, your brain has to get to work sorting through all that stuff. It's basically rebalancing what scientists call neural strain. It's organizing memories and dealing with all the feelings from the day. So, to really get a handle on this process, we need a new way to look at it. We need a new lens. And that lens is a scientific approach called the Brain Kinematics model.
The BKM, for short, is a game changer. It basically says that dreaming is what happens when your brain is managing all this strain. It's taking all the leftover energy from your day, your worries, that new skill you're learning, that awkward conversation, and it's moving it all around, processing it and filing it away so you can start tomorrow with a clean slate.
And this is where it gets really practical. According to this model, different kinds of dreams actually have specific jobs to do. You have a nightmare? Well, that's just your brain running a safety rehearsal. Dreaming about something that literally just happened yesterday? That's your brain strengthening that memory. And what about those super weird dreams where your boss is suddenly a talking pineapple? That's your brain forging new, creative connections.
Okay, so if you're going to take one thing away from this, let it be this next part. This is the single most important tool for decoding your own dreams. Forget trying to analyze every little weird detail. Instead, you just have to find the dream's headline, and there's a name for this. It's called the center of image. The center of image, or COI, is that one single, powerful snapshot in the dream that carries all the emotional weight. I love this analogy. If your dream was a news story, the COI is the headline and the main photo all rolled into one. It's the gut feeling, the core tension of the whole thing.
Let's make this real. Imagine this dream. You're on a ship, maybe it's in a storm, and you are desperately trying to manage a bunch of heavy crates that are sliding all over the deck. You have this terrifying feeling that the shifting weight is going to make the whole ship just tip over. Now notice what we're focusing on. The key isn't the ship. It's not the crates. The center of image is the feeling. It's that raw sense of trying to manage a heavy, unstable load while you're under intense pressure. That is the headline of your dream. Okay, let's try another one. You're driving your car, it's getting dark, everything seems fine, and then bam! A dark shape just darts across the road right in front of you. You slam on the brakes, your heart is pounding in your chest, and you just barely avoid a collision. And again, let's look for that headline. We're not worried about what kind of car it was, or what the shape was. The center of image is that lightning-fast moment of pure adrenaline. It's the feeling of a sudden threat and that instant life-saving reaction. That's the emotional core. Okay, so you get the idea of the center of image. It's powerful stuff. But how do you actually find it and, more importantly, use it? Well, that brings us to your toolkit. It's a really simple 5-step analysis. And here it is, super straightforward. Step 1, you got to record the dream as soon as you wake up. Step 2, pinpoint that center of image we've been talking about. Step 3, put a name to the core emotion. Was it anxiety, joy, fear? Step 4, connect that feeling to a bigger theme in your life, like security or relationships. And then, the final step, you design a small, real-world action based on what you've learned.
All right, theory's great and all, but let's actually put this toolkit to the test. We're going to take that cargo dream from before and run it through our brand new 5-step analysis.
So let's go back to that first dream vignette, the one we're calling the cargo dream. Quick reminder, the story is all about trying to manage these heavy, sliding crates on a ship that feels like it's about to go under. Okay, let's run the numbers. The center of image is managing that unstable load. The core emotion, oh yeah, that's easy, anxiety and a whole lot of pressure.
So what's the life theme it's tapping into? Probably something around our sense of competence, our ability to handle things. And finally, the source strain. Where's this feeling coming from in real life? Could be huge work projects, could be family stuff, anything that feels heavy.
And here is the big aha moment. The dream has absolutely nothing to do with ships or crates. It's a perfect metaphor for a feeling you're having in your waking life. The feeling of being totally overwhelmed by all your responsibilities. And this is where it gets really, really useful. Because once you have that insight, you can take action. You can design what's called a micro-intervention, a small, totally doable step. So if your dream is telling you you're overwhelmed, maybe your action is just to spend 10 minutes organizing your to-do list. Or maybe it's practicing how to say no to one small request. The dream gives you the diagnosis, but you get to write the prescription.
So the big takeaway here is that your dreams are not just meaningless static. Think of them as a personal, readable nightly report sent directly from your brain. They're telling you exactly what's on your mind and what emotional stuff you're working through. It's a summary of your inner world. So just let that sink in for a second. Every single night, your brain delivers a detailed, custom-made report just for you. It's flagging what's out of balance and what needs a little bit of your attention. The only question left is, are you ready to start reading it?